talked about it. There were rumblings for a couple of days, but the LA Kings finally land Pierre-Luc Dubois in a sign and trade with the Jets. They give up a haul. They signed to an 8-year, $8.5 million deal. You hemmed and hawed when I called it a haul. Not that I could say that 10 times fast. What did you think of the package they gave up?
I thought it was fair. I mean, look, I don't think it's an overwhelming return for the Winnipeg Jets, and in some ways to be expected because they ended up in this spot with the player having all the leverage. At the end of the day, what essentially ended up happening here is Pierre-Luc Dubois had told the Jets, I want to go to LA. Not Montreal, like everyone was thinking. And he said, the Kings, that's my team. That's where I want to play. That's where I want to sign an extension. And so when you're handcuffed and can only really send them in one direction, to try and extract as much value as you can is difficult. And, you know, you see the Kings send back 3 players. I get it from Winnipeg's perspective because, and they also, of course, get the pick. So they send 3 roster players, but I think in this case, if I were the Jets, knowing that you need to do a lot of your business, and maybe this is easier said than done, because LA knows the leverage game and the situation. I prefer quality over quantity. And in this case, I felt like the Jets got quantity, not necessarily high quality.
23 goals in 63 games for Gabe Vilardi, 23 years old. I think that's a significant piece.
Iafallo a lot too, but I also think at some point, when you take a look at him and his impact, he's one of those guys that's from the US. Like, you're going to be back potentially in this situation another year from now with a guy that's entering the final year of his deal at $4 million. That's like, hey, is he really going to stay in Winnipeg?